While wrestling is no stranger to dark characters and intense storylines, these caught fans by surprise. The dark side of wrestling is usually the real-life element of twisted things that happen outside of the ring. However, there have been some dark storylines and characters in pro wrestling that surprised the audience. WWE and every other promotion have the freedom to take creative risks that couldn't happen in any other television or movie medium. The audience is often taken back when things get darker or showcase a shift in tone that keeps everyone guessing. A mixed history sees these angles having both positive and negative scenarios playing out. Each of the following names tried their best to make these surprisingly dark storylines work. So today we will talk about 10 wrestling storylines that were surprisingly dark. So let's go to the video. Number 10. Kane marrying Lita. WWE has booked countless romantic angles throughout their history, but one of them went a bit too far. Kane and Lita had their relationship start with Lita terrified as Kane made it clear he was going to force his way into her life. Matt Hardy, losing a match to Kane while representing Lita, forced her to marry the man who petrified her as a bizarre match stipulation. WWE essentially took Lita's free will away in a match she didn't even wrestle, with the wedding actually going through without anyone saving her. Number 9. The Big Boss Man bullying Big Show's grieving family. Big Show's first WWE Championship failed badly, with one noteworthy storyline dooming him. WWE wanted to add sympathy towards Big Show's character by writing an angle declaring his kayfabe father passed away. The Big Boss Man was Big Show's top rival and began harassing Big Show's family. Moments like making Big Show's mother admit he was born out of wedlock or Boss Man crashing the funeral showed WWE was willing to get dark here in a failed storyline. Number 8. Samuel Show's family background. TNA found their way into this side of wrestling when deciding to have a dark background for Samuel Shaw. Fans know him as Dexter Loomis in WWE today, but Samuel Shaw was another unhinged character he played back in his TNA days. Samuel Shaw's biggest storyline was developing an obsession with stalking Christy Hemme due to having a mother of the same name and look. TNA had Shaw lose a match to Mr. Anderson that required him to check into a mental asylum for a dark payoff as well. Number 7. Muhammad Hassan targeting The Undertaker. WWE wanted to make Muhammad Hassan the next big heel during his time with a polarizing gimmick. Hassan talking about the bigotry faced by Arab Americans post 9/11 got a lot of people talking, but it also made fans hate him. This was going to lead to Hassan reportedly winning the World Championship from Batista in 2005 until a segment went too dark. Hassan had a group of masked men implied to be terrorists viciously attacking The Undertaker. WWE foolishly aired this the same day of a terrorist attack, and it caused networks to demand they drop the Hassan gimmick. Number 6. Raven coming from broken home. ECW witnessed Paul Heyman and Raven working closely together to come up with his brilliant character. Raven was the top heel in ECW as the ECW champion during a time most fans viewed the company at their peak, growing into a credible brand. However, Heyman wanted a darker backstory to make fans sympathize with the humanity of Raven after he got over as a hated heel. ECW revealed that Raven came from a broken home and had an abusive father to explain his character's estate layers on the heel side. Number 5. Papa Shango using Voodoo on Ultimate Warrior. The Godfather's first WWE gimmick as Papa Shango almost killed his career before it got off the ground. Papa Shango was a heel character with a supernatural element from the heel side. Ultimate Warrior was targeted by Papa Shango's Voodoo. The dark magic used by Papa Shango saw the Ultimate Warrior having pain and even throwing up after feeling the effects. Fans viewed the program as too hokey and corny to cause the angle to fail. Papa Shango losing the face paint and pivoting towards the Godfather character saved his career. Number 4. Scott Hall performing under the influence in WCW. WCW grew tired of Scott Hall's personal issues hurting his career and their plans for him. However, they went a bit too dark when trying to utilize Hall's alcoholism in a storyline where the audience was asked to mock and shame him. Hall betrayed Kevin Nash to end their tag team and start a feud against each other. WCW had Hall stumbling to the ring pretending to be intoxicated before losing matches or getting beat up. This was a bad look that Eric Bischoff still regrets to this day. Number 3. Brian Pillman winning Terry Ronals for 30 days. The previous real-life relationship between Terry Ronals and Brian Pillman was used as part of her new romantic act with Goldust. Dustin Ronals and Terry were married in real life to make Goldust and Malina a couple on television. Pillman getting involved saw him defeating Goldust with the stipulation of him getting to have Terry Ronals' services for 30 days. Terry was against her will, forced to dress how Pillman wanted and even filmed segments in his bed to get more mileage out of the story. Number 2. The Undertaker forming Ministry of Darkness. WWE went darker than ever with The Undertaker forming his Ministry of Darkness faction. The story started with Mideon getting abducted by Undertaker's first two henchmen of Bradshaw and Farouk. WWE showed Mideon tied up and tortured over the course of a few weeks. The big payoff was Undertaker returning and placing Mideon on his symbol to showcase his new gimmick. Undertaker looked more terrifying than ever, tapping into his satanic side with constant rituals and punishments. The ministry became a feared top act until Vince McMahon joined as the higher power. Number 1. Hein and Reich is stalking Michael Cole. Paul Heyman managing Hein and Reich in the latter's debut made fans expect him to become a main event star since WWE did the same with Brock Lesnar. However, Hein and Reich did more talking and had a darker background that featured Michael Cole of all people setting up a segment inspired by a Vince McMahon dream. Fans were confused at Hein and Reich reciting poems to Michael Cole and making threats towards the commentator almost never in his storylines. The payoff of Hein and Reich forcing himself on Michael Cole was dark for no reason as the story was dropped with Michael Cole never talking about what happened. So today I explained to in this video 10 wrestling storylines that were surprisingly dark. So what do you think about this video? If you like the video, be sure to like it and also subscribe to my channel. So I say goodbye for today. Have a great day everyone.